To the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Snowhawks of Toronto taking on the Wizards of Tokyo.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, it's Abanikanda. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Wilson going to change things up here. Taken down at the 47-yard line. But you look at this defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A gain there of 21 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. The give now to Abanikanda. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive. but that ball's incomplete.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down. And
he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 7-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At their own 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But you look at this defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Here's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Wilson changing the play. Abanikanda once again.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's him. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Toronto.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Chad Riley now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Wilson wants a different look.
Now Wilson on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And it's fielded at the 34.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Got a man, Boutte.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams, there to bring him down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Snowhawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus Jones picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Yo, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. To throw is Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third down, here's Abanikanda.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. They haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
Slant route, and he finds Thornton.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to handle.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Gets this complete to Butte.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And now they'll shift things around.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Keyshawn Butte.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Snowhawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Ryland on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Wizards nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Hardman on the return. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Play action. It's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now the rookie's free.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. A great effort there.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Snowhawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On third down, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Making us look bad. Pay for this. We didn't come to see this. Here we go. Here we go.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and